There are lots of ways of thinking about the cause of people's psychological problems and how to resolve them. So in this video, I'm just going to run over a simple explanation of how CRM therapists think about your problems and what they say is the solution, and then just going over a few of the things that we're going to use to achieve that goal of solving the problems. According to CRM therapists, every human being holds a certain amount of pain that is just so intolerable, so overwhelming, that you, as an adult, you just can't even really appreciate how bad it really was. And that pain is created by experiences in which you felt so threatened and so overwhelmed by huge feelings of grief, terror, panic, rage, or shame that your nervous system shut them down. The nervous system just couldn't process it. And so in order to protect you from ever feeling that kind of pain again, your brain and body created defense responses. And these defense responses can manifest in a lot of different ways. They can manifest as symptoms like anxiety or panic attacks that just don't really know where they came from. And they can also manifest as feeling as though there are different parts of you. Because while you're a child and even while you're growing up at different ages, you had experiences where people rejected particular aspects of you, and therefore those parts were exiled and you thought of them as bad. Now, what's wrong with these defenses? Why can't we just keep them? Because they're doing such a great job of protecting you from this pain. Here's the problem. The problem is that all of these defenses are what creates the symptoms. They're what create the urge to engage in self-destructive behavior like doing drugs or overeating or shopping or gambling. They're also what get in the way of you feeling safe in relationships. They get in the way of you liking yourself and being a whole human being. Being able to be compassionate with yourself and to truly know what it feels like to feel solid and centered and grounded in your own body. This is what these kind of traumatic experiences create, is this fear of being in your body, of being here right now, and in getting close to other people. So, given that we have these defenses, what CRM therapists propose is that we need to resource your nervous system so that it can feel safe enough, if not emotionally, then on a physiological level, feel safe enough to re-member, which means really re-embody and bring to full conscious awareness and process all those painful feelings, all that pain that we hold that is creating the need for these defenses. And what does safe enough really mean? Safe enough means that when you're remembering all this pain, your mind and body kind of have the feeling of, this is horrible, the truth of my life is horrible, what happened, what didn't happen that should have happened, these experiences I had of just feeling rejected and overwhelmed were horrible. But now I feel like I can remember them. I can step into them. And I can still feel okay. No matter what happens, I can feel solid in myself. And I can learn to trust my body again. I can learn how to trust that I can cope, that I can feel, and that I can really be who I am and accept all parts of myself without the need to protect or defend. So how are we going to get there in CRM? Well, we use a range of different techniques that are a little bit outside mainstream psychotherapy. They may seem a little bit weird or even a bit woo at first. But here's the thing. Your brain knows exactly what we're doing. And your brain is going to be receiving exactly what it needs to actually feel that level of safety. And not just saying, I feel safe, or this person is really nice. I'm talking about the therapist, but physiologically really feeling safe enough to step into it fully. So we're going to use resources like breathing techniques. We're going to use animals, connection with nature. We're going to use sound and also geometry, the natural order that we find all around us in the universe and the world. So yeah, it might seem a little bit weird at first, but just remember that your brain knows what we're doing, and the brain needs all that good stuff in order to feel really safe enough to do this kind of work. We also use the resources, and you're going to learn them straight away so that you can actually manage your own emotions. You can practice feeling what you really feel and allowing access to that in your everyday life without using the habitual defenses that have been created to just shut everything down, no matter what it is. And the problem is that the golden rule of emotions is if you numb one emotion, then you numb them all. If you can't experience your grief, your sadness, your fear, then you're also blocking your ability to feel joy and love and playfulness. How many of us have just forgotten, if we ever knew, what it really meant to play in the way that young children and toddlers play, with reckless abandon, playing which really means doing something that's absolutely not productive for the pure joy of it. So we're going to use all of these resources to get you somewhere. And where are we going to get you? Well, the goal is to have an integration, to integrate all the parts of you which have been exiled into conscious awareness so that they can all get along. So you no longer have to fight and judge yourself and constantly feel in conflict. The goal of it is to also expand your growth, your psychological growth beyond what you currently imagine is possible, to really set that process free so that you can learn and you can explore and you can try things out in the world without fear, without worrying about what are other people going to think, and what should I do, rather than what do I want to do, what brings me joy, who am I really. It's also going to help you connect on a deeper level with other people, because it's very, very hard to connect with other people when you're judging yourself all the time. And the reason that is because when you judge yourself, other people notice how you're talking about yourself, and they assume you're applying it to them as well. Even though that's not true for a lot of people. They're not judging other people, they're only judging themselves. But unfortunately, it creates this barrier so that you can't really just step into a beautiful, energetic connection with another human being and just enjoy each other. It makes it easier to see and understand other people as well. And I think most importantly, it just gives you relief from the conflict, relief from all these symptoms and this sense that I don't have any control and I don't have any choice and life is just happening to me. CRM is all about empowering you to be able to make choices about what kind of life do I want, who do I really want to be in this world, and how do I manifest who I am to the fullest extent so that I don't have to live a life of regret, so I don't have to feel stuck and trapped, and so that I can ultimately also bring joy to the people around me. and to love with my whole heart and to be a whole human being. And all of this is all our goal in CRM. So if you have any thoughts about this, I really encourage you to put comments or questions below this video, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you.